What's up, y'all? It's your girl LT here, back with another video. So this video is going to be another installment of my Parents Who Regret Having Kids series. Shout out to the Child Free Gang once again, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. So the topic of this video is going to be, I was in a relationship with a single mom and I regret it. So this is coming from a child-free guy. He got into a relationship with a single mom that he absolutely regrets having, and this is actually a two-part story. I'll put the links for both stories down in the either the comment section or in the description box. So he pretty much goes into the whole. His first story is just the whole situation about him being with a single mom, and then the second story is about what happened when they actually ended up, ended up breaking up from the relationship. So I hope you guys enjoy. It's going to be kind of a long video, but I hope you guys enjoy. And again, I'm going to go ahead and say the story. Go ahead and put my 2 cents in it, and I'm also going to have you guys comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, and the links to the stories is also going to be in the comment section or in the description box below as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the story. So the title is, I'm in a relationship with a single mom and I regret it. So the single mom is 27 and the guy is 30. I started this relationship 2 years ago when I was 28. Due to the 1-hour drive, we only saw each other on the weekends. She has her son Monday through Friday, and the weekends the dad gets the son, who is 7 years old. I really only see him on Sunday nights when he gets to be dropped off. I was always nice to her son. I would play Minecraft and take him out, and even went on vacation with her and him a couple of times. But I'm not going to lie, I never loved the idea of dealing with him. Despite my attempts of treating him like my own, he has always proven time and time again that he's just a difficult kid to deal with. I want to keep this post short, so I'll spare the details. But the problem is that recently he's been with us every weekend. I'm starting to get a little clearer view into my future with her and her son. I have zero time for myself. There is no sex. I haven't had sex in over a month. And I find myself hiding in the bathroom just to get a moment's space. I no longer look forward to the weekends. I actually look forward to Monday now, because at least after work, I have a few hours to myself with some peace. I'm starting to realize that my future is looking like, and it horrifies me. I tried having a conversation with my girl about it, and a few times, but it always seems to lead to an argument. It's like I have all the responsibility of a parent, but none of the authority. I really love my girlfriend, and we have such a great relationship outside of her son, but now I think it's time for me to end it. I just feel completely awful about the whole thing, because I knew she was a single mom before I got into this relationship, but I kept ignoring red flags and kept telling myself it would get better, but it hasn't, and just gotten incredibly worse. I feel like I wasted both of our time, and I'm just having trouble letting go. Every time I think about ending it, I get scared, and I'll miss her too much. But deep down, I know what I have to do. Any advice or anyone else has to go through this before? Yeah, so I mean, like he mentioned, he feels awful about the situation, and he knew what he was getting himself into, but he ignored the red flags of the situation. So but like I said, there's also a part 2 to the story. So he actually did a second intro on this on the story to tell us what happened after the breakup. So let's go ahead and see what he had to say about that. Okay, so this is part 2 of the story. So long story short, I told her I was unhappy, and I asked if I could have some time to myself, maybe 1 week in a month. I could stay at home, and she said no. It's all or nothing with us. I offered her couples therapy, even told her I'd pay for the entire thing. She refused, and she already has enough therapy in her life. I told her then we need to end it. It was an awful conversation, and there was tons of crying until she just hung up on me. Dang, so you did it over the phone? Oh my gosh, okay. A little backstory, she's been through terrible trauma in her life, and I was worried about she might not be okay because she's still dealing with some of it. Anyway, I was worried about her, and she refused to talk to me. She wouldn't even answer my calls or my texts. I figured it was just over now, and I need to leave her alone. The next morning, I got a text from her asking me to come and get my stuff, and I had left her there. I told her just throw it all out. The stuff wasn't worth it for me going over there because it would just be too hard to see her now. She basically said, please just come and get your stuff. I don't want to look at it anymore. And she said this will be the last time that we'll see each other, so just go ahead and get your stuff and let's just say goodbye. I agreed and drove over there. When I got there, I met with a pile of my stuff. I started taking trips, bringing it down to my car. When I went to get the last pile of my stuff, I saw her sitting on the kitchen floor just crying. I sat next to her for a while, not just saying anything. She kind of made a move where she moved away from me a few inches. I looked at her and said, I should probably just go, huh? And she nodded her head. I got up and I was leaving just for her to say, "I wish you didn't think I was a horrible person." She started yelling from the floor about how she did nothing wrong and whatnot. I couldn't take the yelling, so I said goodbye and I just left. As I was walking down the hallway, I was haunted by the sounds of her crying so loud I could hear it very clear. As I left her building and got into my car, she called me. She was upset that I didn't want to talk, but I explained to her that there was anything for us to talk about. She kept going on and on about how awful I was and not doing the right thing, etc. She refused to take any blame. At this point, I'm already on the highway about 15 minutes away from her apartment when she asked me to come back inside to talk. I told her no and that I'm already leaving. She started crying and begging me to turn around and talk. I said, I'm sorry, and I hung up the phone. First time I ever done that to her, but she keeps hanging up on me for a dozen times. She started immediately blowing up my phone. I couldn't deal with it, and it was losing my mind, and I just turned off the phone. I left it off for a day, and when I turned the phone back on, I saw a few short texts and missed calls. I immediately just went ahead and blocked her. I don't know if this is the right thing to do. I feel so damn terrible about this whole thing. I want to be with her though. Hearing her cry hearing her cry just killed me inside. But I know it would be me being there with her would just roll me back into the relationship that I was no longer want to be in, even though I still love her, and in fact I'm still in love with her. But it's just too much for me to handle. And then he goes on and on about how she also wrote him 2 emails since she figured out that she was going to be blocked. I haven't read them yet, and I can only see that addressing this formal, and I don't have the strength to read at this time. So that's crazy. So homegirl sounds like she definitely needs some therapy, and that's just a very difficult situation. And this is why I tell y'all to definitely stay away from single mothers. Fellas, if you are child free or even childless, do not bring yourself in a situation where you are dating somebody with a kid, because this guy went on and on about how he saw what his future was going to be like because the kid was staying, mostly on the weekends now, and that he saw that he didn't want to be in that situation anymore, and the girl couldn't handle it. So there was actually a little small paragraph that he went into about the emails that she sent to him after the breakup. So this is what he says. I never thought this would be so much attention, but this has been the most difficult thing I had to deal with in my life. So thank you all so much for your kind words. It's all helped me out tremendously. Last night, I ended up reading the letters that she sent to me before I looked at the post again. But the first letter was super apologetic, actually made me tear up. It was very sweet and it made things very difficult. Then I read the second letter, which was sent 12 hours after the first one, and it was more blame that she was venting about all the things that I did wrong, etc. In retrospective, I should not have read either one of the letters, but the first letter reminded me of the good times, and the second one reminded me of why I broke up with her in the first place. So I'm glad that she wrote the second one, because it just made the first one, then who knows what, if I just read the first one, then who knows what would be, what I've been. Anyway, I'm going to continue to be strong and block her on all other methods that she tries to contact me. She even started calling me on her work phone. I didn't answer it, but I Googled it and confirmed that it had to be her. I blocked that number as well. Yeah, sounds like homegirl's trying to stalk him now. Like, she's calling from the work line and all that kind of stuff. She sent him an email. I would block her everywhere if you could. And like I said, fellas, if you are child free, please do not date nobody with kids. That is just the worst thing for your life to do, because these single moms out here are crazy. They're looking for help with their children. And I can vouch for anybody who's child free, whether you're a man or a woman, do not date a single parent. Yes, I said it. I don't care who's mad about it. I don't care if anybody comments on my comment section, yeah, I'm a single parent, I don't care. I would never date a single parent. I promise you I wouldn't, because that is the worst thing for your freaking life. And if I don't want kids of my own, why would I want to watch yours? Seriously. So that's my 2 cents on the situation. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and put the link for the stories down in the comment section, so please make sure that you if you want to read it on your own, please do so. Shout out once again to the Child Free Gang. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like child free content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think. Give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to reach me on social media, please follow me on Instagram, childfreebw, and also email me at childfreeblackwoman@yahoo.com. Okay, so thank you guys once again for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Check you guys out in the next one.